Listen, it's quite simple. Press the free like button if you think that Tony Khan man should not be booking all elite fake wrestling anymore. He needs to put down a pen and just let a fake pro wrestler write your shows. Because this Adam Cole storyline, it is extremely lazy. With his new friendship with Wardlow, I'm going to tell you why. This storyline and this faction is lazy. Now, I just heard every word from Adam Coleslaw's Devil promo, right, on Dynamite tonight. Listen, when it comes to all elite fake pro wrestling, I always get things wrong with that company. All of my predictions, they never come true with this company. That's weird. But I made a video last Monday, and I said that Wardlow, he's back to square one. It's like, man, he has a reset, but in a bad way. He's going backwards. I said in that video, why would you be the muscle and the bodyguard and a background player of a faction for a second time after breaking away from your first faction where you had the same job, right? You was a bodyguard for Max. And man, you gotta hear this freaking Adam Coleslaw Devil promo. I'm like, man, Tony Khan, man, damn, man, he is a smart mark. He thinks like a smart mark. That's why I always get things wrong with this company. He is lazy. Lazy booking. Holy crap, this is the definition of lazy booking. This is a cosplay version of the Pinnacle. What is the difference? So now Wardlow, like I said last Monday, he is the bodyguard of another small guy once again. That's like Diesel going backwards, right? That's like Diesel leaving Shawn Michaels to be a bodyguard to another small man. Yeah, that makes no sense. The point of Diesel leaving Shawn Michaels was to break out as a singles guy, right? Shawn Michaels used him to get over. Now he leaves Shawn Michaels to become a single star. That's the point of the bodyguard and small guy relationship, right? Just like Dave Bautista and Triple H. Dave Bautista did not go backwards, right? He didn't leave Triple H to become a bodyguard for somebody else. That means, bruh, you ain't growing. So that leads me to Wardlow being in the Devil faction, the Undisputed Kingdom. Bro, what are we doing? It's like, man, I had so much hope for Wardlow. It's crazy because his idol is Dave Bautista. Bruh, Dave Bautista did not go from faction to faction with the same job. Oh my gosh, you gotta hear this Adam Coleslaw promo. It sounded like Max. And here's why. Holy, you people got bad memories. I caught this last Monday. Wardlow is back to square one. Remember? I would say last year or 2 years ago, Max had a deal with Wardlow, right? Meaning, if Wardlow was to win the TNT Championship, Max told him, hey, we have a contract, we have a handshake deal. If you win it, you have to hand that title to me. Okay, so we had to suffer through that saga for 1 year, right? So now we're back to that saga, but with a different guy. Now Wardlow is back in a faction. Adam Coleslaw was on the microphone and he said, Wardlow, when you win the world title, you have to hand your title to me. Bruh, Max did that 2 years ago. What are we doing here? So are we going to forget that? You see, why does Tony Khan, man, get hall passes for shit booking, for shit writing? If Vince McMahon did this, you will call him out. Let's call a spade a spade. This is lazy. You can't rehash a storyline with the same guy, but with different characters now. This is the same group. Now Wardlow is surrounded by jobbers with a small guy who can talk on a microphone. Bruh, he's back to square one. Everybody was rooting for Wardlow, right? When he broke away from the fucking Pinnacle, when he broke away from Max, Max worked his ass off to get Wardlow over. Now it's all for naught because he's back. He's back to being a bodyguard for a small guy who can talk. What are we doing here? This makes zero sense. Like, what? You can't have the same job description. What the fuck are we doing? He ain't growing? Like, what? Nobody goes backwards to being a bodyguard to another bodyguard job. Bro, you broke away from Max. Remember? He said, hey, I was broke and I needed the money. So I agreed to be Max's bodyguard. Okay, now you are back to being Adam Coleslaw's bodyguard. What the fuck? What are we doing? I can't believe he said that. He said, Wardlow, when you become the world champion, you have agreed to hand your title down to me. Bro, MJF had the same deal with Wardlow 2 years ago with the fucking Pinnacle. So this is Groundhog Day. This is a repeat. This is lazy. Like, what the fuck? Dude, no creativity. No creativity, man. This, like, what? Imagine in a 4-year span, you repeat the same storyline with the same guy. So now, the new storyline will be, when will Wardlow break away from Adam Cole's Law? Right? Is that what we're doing? Bro, he just broke away from Max. Like, what the fuck? He just broke away from the evil Max who was bullying him around, right? Now he's back in that same role, but now he's Adam Cole's Law's bitch. Wow, man, Wardlow, I don't get it. I say he's buried. See, because only I give you these facts on facts. Nobody will bring this up. See, I bring up details. Nobody brings up small little details like this. People will bypass it. No, bitch, I don't bypass anything. I got mad love for Wardlow. This is a downgrade. Huge downgrade, man. You got the same job. You are about to repeat the same storyline. People, dude, Wardlow was so over when he broke away from Max and he beat him, right? People thought Wardlow was the next big star. Well, he's back to square one. He is starting all over. Bro, you just came from a bodyguard storyline. Now you're back in one. Wow, man, that's wild. But my thoughts on this whole Adam Cole's Law faction. Now this faction is called the Undisputed Kingdom. Bruh, you was just in a faction called the Undisputed Elite. It's like, damn, like I said, the only time we care about Adam Cole's Law is when he's in a faction. That's the only time he actually matters. He was a failure when he broke away from Omega in the Bucks. He was a failure, right? Then he paired up with Max, right? He rolled the Max wave, right? Because he's boring. Adam Cole's Law, he's overrated and he's boring as a singles guy. He needs people to back him up. That's the only time we care about him. To me, he is a poor man's Dolph Ziggler without the body. That's what he is. He's a poor man's Dolph Ziggler. That's facts. But I do like this role where he is a mouthpiece and he's not wrestling. Okay, this is good. This is great. Where he is a mouthpiece, but he's not wrestling. That should be his role. He is best as a mouthpiece manager. I feel like, bruh, he needs to stick to that role, man. He should be a manager. So I want to see, can he get this faction over as a manager? See, that will be a challenge. Can he get his new faction over as a manager who is not wrestling? Because me, man, this is a great role for him. When he was in the WWF, man, I felt like, man, he could have been a great manager. He could have been a great manager on Raw and SmackDown, right? Like I said, this was my pitch for Adam Cole's Law on Raw and SmackDown. I said, pair him up with 2 or 3 big guys, right? Because that looks good, right? He is a cowardly manager who talks a big game, but he has muscle in the back of him. So that looks good. I feel like he's best in that role as a cowardly manager who talks shit, but has muscle to back him up, like a Wardlow, dudes like that. I feel like Adam Cole's Law, he's best in that role when it comes to being a cowardly manager who talks shit, but has big guys in the back of him who got his back. I feel like that is best for him. That is a great role for him. He should not be wrestling, man. He always gets hurt. He doesn't have the body to be a wrestler in this era. Not anymore. His body, dude, listen. Fun fact, when he was in fucking NXT, he never got injured. Fun fact, right? When he was in NXT, he never got injured. That's a weird fact. Ever since he came to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, he always gets injured. Why? Because his body is too frail to keep up with the reckless style of All Elite Fake Wrestling. So, that being said, does this faction have potential? No, it does not. Because this is a copycat of the Pinnacle. Nothing more. Do I think Matt Taven and Mike Bennett are better than FTR? No. Do I think Roddy Strong is better than Sean Spears? Yes. But overall, bro, this is the same group as the Pinnacle. What the fuck is the difference? So, no, I don't think this group will get over long term. But I can be wrong. I'm always wrong with this damn company. But I feel bad for Wardlow. Wardlow is going nowhere. Imagine repeating the same storyline for the past 2 years. That's wild, man. I'm done.